Imagine the feeling of winning a life-changing jackpot at a casino. Your heart pounding, excitement flowing through your body. You already have in mind what you want to do with the money, only to have the casino tell you that you are not going to receive a single penny of it. Think of the devastation you would feel. It's a nightmare scenario that no one expects to face. But for some unlucky winners, it's a harsh reality. In this video, we'll explore the dark side of hitting it big at a casino. As it turns out, casinos refusing to pay out jackpots is more common than you think. Katrina Bookman thought she had hit the jackpot when she won $43 million on a slot machine. But what the casino offered her instead was shocking and downright disrespectful. But before we get to her story and others, I would like to give a shout out to Jeffrey Osborne. 7466. You're doing great things for this channel, and we enjoy having you here. Now let's get to the video. Number 10, Tamara Bean. For our first story, we travel to Ameristar in Council Bluffs, Iowa, where we meet Tamara Bean. While playing a penny slot, Tamara would hit a jackpot of $1,733. Her smile quickly became a frown when she was notified that her jackpot was denied. "It's the first time I've won in 15 years, and now magically they're going to say you don't get your money," Tamara said in an interview. So why was her jackpot denied, you ask? In 2002, the casino banned Tamara after they discovered she was carrying a controlled substance in her purse that she says was pot. She stated, "They haven't shown me anything to state I wasn't allowed in there." The casino said they have a ban notice signed by Tamara Sheffield in 2022, but she would frequently visit the casino under the name of Tamara Bean, which she says is her legal married name. She would take her case to the Iowa Racing and Gaming Commission, arguing, since the casino gave her a rewards card months before the jackpot, she should be entitled to the winnings. "They took my money for all of these years, so why wouldn't you give me the money that I legally own?" Ameristar says the Gaming Commission makes it clear the casino has no duty to ensure the banned player is not on the premises. Casinos don't require a social security number for a loyalty rewards card, and a banned player may not be discovered until they win a large enough prize that they have to provide a social security number. In the end, the Iowa Gaming Commission would side with the casino, stating that the withholding of the $1,700 was not arbitrary, and the state can't force the casino to pay her. Number 9, Anthony Michael, wanting to try the Woodbine Casino. For the first time, Anthony Michael would mosey on into the casino and start to play the slot machines. A few minutes later, Michael would be $4,133.50 richer, so he thought. When the representatives of the casino came to congratulate him and get his information, he had one problem. He didn't have an ID. That's right, he had nothing to show who he was. In Ontario, Canada, the casinos are required by law to verify the ID of anyone who wins more than $3,000. Mr. Michael said he was unaware of the identification requirement when visiting the casino. He said he doesn't carry an ID because of his health issues. "I suffer from epilepsy. I'm 52 years of age and I have had it since I was 15. It's one of the reasons I don't drive, so no driver's license," Michael said. In an interview, he said, "I said to the casino, I just want to get my money and never to go back there again." Michael would go on to suggest that the law seemed to suit the casino's interest. The fact that you don't need to show identification when you're spending thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars when you're gambling. You don't have to show ID, but to collect your winnings, you do. The casino said, "We welcome the opportunity to pay out his winnings once he is able to produce the necessary identification per AGCO's regulations." Number 8, Tommy Wilson. Tommy Wilson, a craftsman who specialized in making dental prosthetics, was unemployed at the time and had recently undergone triple bypass heart surgery, had been driving from Las Cruces, where he was staying with friends, to Denver, where he planned to visit family and do job interviews. During his trip, Mr. Wilson decided to make a pit stop at Black Mesa Casino, located off Interstate 25 north of Albuquerque. He had been playing a slot machine for about 5 or 6 minutes when the bells sounded and the images of buffaloes showed on the screen, indicating he had won the jackpot, worth $542,000. It was a windfall for Wilson and couldn't have come at a better time. But his luck quickly changed when soon after the bells and people gathered around to congratulate him, the machine shut down and went silent. Just like that, his luck was over. A person from the casino's management informed him that a glitch in the machine had nullified his winnings. They did their diagnostics, whatever that is, and said this is not a legitimate win, that there was some kind of digital or electronic glitch, so they didn't pay anything. Zero, said Wilson. Mr. Wilson was informed by the management that he could file a complaint with an on-site representative of the casino's gaming commission. At that time, he chose not to file anything and left without collecting any information that could help him in the long run. A few days later, on his way back from Denver to Las Cruces, he decided to stop off at the casino and file a complaint with the gaming officials. They told me they'll be in touch, and they got my phone number and my email address, Wilson said. While there, he decided to try his luck again at another slot machine. I think it was called Kings of Africa, and had pictures of lions on it, he said. I won 2 payouts. One was for $1,226, and the other was for $1,446. And that was with a 30 or 35-minute interval between. Wilson said. Mr. Wilson would finish up by saying, "You know, if they said, 'Mr. Wilson, we're sorry that this happened, and we would like to offer you $50,000 as an apology,' that would have been fine. Instead, they offered me nothing. And that's not fine. That's not okay," he said. "What I want is justice, and justice will come in the form of karma. I'm a believer in that." Number 7, Jan Flato. Not everyone likes to gamble alone. Bringing friends or family members can enhance the experience. For Jan Flato, that turned out to be a mistake. Moving to Aventura, Florida to take care of his 88-year-old mother, Flato became an experienced gambler, making his way around to different casinos. In 2015, playing at Gulfstream Park, he would meet Marina Medvedeva Navarro in the high roller room, and they hit it off. A few years later, Jan and Marina decide to meet up at a casino to play some slots as they normally do. Once at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, they made their way to the double-top dollar slot machine. This is where the story gets a little dicey, feeding cash into the double-top dollar machine, which requires $50 per spin. Jan says that after he put $50 in the machine, he told Marina, "Push the button for good luck." That's when the bell rang. The lights flashed, and the play line showed a $100,000 jackpot. Flato felt like a winner, but we know what happened, or he wouldn't be on this list. When the casino managers checked the video, they saw that it was Marina who pushed the button, making her the rightful winner of the jackpot. So, that night, she walked out the casino with a $50,000 check and $50,000 in cash. Being the true friend that she was, she asked armed security to keep an eye on Flato as she left the casino. A few weeks later, she would send him a text message asking, "Still hate me?" His response, "How could you do that to me?" She replied, "I miss you. I want everybody to know what happened so it won't happen to them. I've played slots all over the country and never had a problem like that." Even the people handing out the money said, "This isn't right." Speaking to the Miami Herald, Navarro told a different story. She said she was the one to place $400 in the machine and offered to give some to Flato, but he didn't take it. Gary Bittner, a spokesman, simply said the casino was following the rules created long before there was gambling in Florida. The pusher of the button is the winner of the loot. Frank Legato, editor of Global Gaming Business magazine, says the rule is universal. Pressing the spin button is really the act of making the wager, he said. Lawyers appear to agree. No one would take the case. The jackpot money is gone, Flato said. Number 6, Kirk Erickson. Kirk Erickson of Royal, Arkansas, was having a normal day playing the slots at Caesar's Palace when he hit the jackpot for $1.1 million. Everything seemed to be in order this time. Not banned from the casino, check, has ID, check, machine working, check, and nobody else pushed the button, check. So what's the problem this time? He was only 19 years old. There is one major rule that every casino follows. You have to be at least 21 to play any of the games. After being denied the money, Kirk would appeal to the State Gaming Control Board, which upheld the decision. It would be an unreasonable, if not absurd, result. to construe the statute to prohibit a person under 21 years of age from placing wagers on other games and slot machines, but not to prohibit the same person from collecting winnings, the board said. Erickson and his family would sue the casino and the Nevada Gaming Control Board in an effort to collect the money. The lawsuit stated the resort breached an implied contract it entered into by allowing the teenager to gamble. The casino argued that Kirk, being only 19 when he won, voided his right to collect the jackpot because he was gambling illegally. At the end, the courts would agree with the casino, saying that Erickson's lawsuit was an attempt to collect a gaming debt when no written acknowledgement of such a debt existed. Now, before we dive into the second half of our list, I want to take a moment to thank you for watching this far. If you're finding this video informative and engaging, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to my channel for more content like this. I'd also love to hear your thoughts on these cases in the comments section below. With that said, let's get back to our list and uncover the most shocking and disrespectful action from the casino industry. Number 5, Veronica Castillo, playing alongside her mother at the Lucky Eagle Casino in Rochester, Washington. Veronica put $100 in a slot machine and spun the digital wheels. A few minutes later, the loan officer was $8.5 million richer. And then a few minutes later, she wasn't. Casino staff quickly approached Veronica and informed her that the machine had malfunctioned. They claimed that the maximum payout for that particular machine was only $20,000, a mere fraction of the millions she thought she had won. "I was very excited and happy," she told Coin, "then I couldn't believe it," said Castillo. The casino staff shut off the machine and took it away. The casino machines have a sticker that says, "A malfunction of the machine voids all pays and plays. To me, it's cheating, may even be fraudulent," Ms. Castillo said. CEO of the casino, John Setterstum, stated that such an occurrence has never happened before. The casino put out a statement saying, "Rocket Gaming Systems, the machine manufacturer, is in the process of conducting a forensic investigation to determine the cause of the display malfunction that occurred on the machine Ms. Castillo was playing." According to the casino, not only was the jackpot limit $20,000, but based on the number of lines and credits, she was betting she would have won $6,000. Did she get $6,000? No. They printed out her an $80 ticket and offered her a weekend stay in one of their suites, as well as dining at the casino and free play. I'm not sure, but I don't think that is a fair trade-off for $8.5 million. Number 4, Maribel Sanchez. This story takes us to Newcastle, Oklahoma, where Maribel Sanchez was playing the Liberty 7 slot machine at the Newcastle Casino. Betting $1.25, she hit the jackpot for nearly $8.5 million. As soon as the machine said she won the prize, the machine shut off. It went black. She didn't know how much she had won at that point, said Linda Sanchez, Maribel's daughter. That is when it all went downhill after that. It says clearly the amount that she won, but now they're saying it was a malfunction and not giving her the amount, Linda Sanchez said. Mr. Bill Zudi, a lawyer representing Maribel Sanchez, said, "They told her we're not going to pay you. It was an error." He continued, "We're going to go through the process that is provided by the casino at this time. We're going to look at all her legal options and aggressively pursue her rights. She should be paid what she won." As of this video, I couldn't find any info on the outcome of the lawsuit. Number 3, Bill Seebeck. We revisit the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, but this time in Tampa, Florida, where Bill Seebeck had been playing for a half hour on the Bally Ultimate Party Spin slot machine. Playing $4 per spin, he'd spent about $80 before the lights started flashing and bells started ringing. The display read $166,666,666.65 to be exact. With 3 rows of 3 sixes, he should have known bad luck was coming his way. And right in cue, it did. Casino managers immediately came over and roped off the machine. Seebeck would wait in anticipation for about an hour to receive his money. But in true casino fashion, they had a reason why not to pay him. Seebeck was told that the Ultimate Party Spin machine had spun out of control, and he would not be getting his money. "I feel let down and ripped off," Seebeck said. "It was the ultimate buzzkill." In a surprise move, the casino asked Mr. Seebeck to agree in writing that the machine had malfunctioned and that he was not entitled to the payout. He refused to sign. They make you think you won, and they make everyone around you think you won. And then an hour after it, they're saying we have to investigate this and it's probably a malfunction, Seebeck said. A spokesman for the casino, Gary Bittner, said the casino is sure that the machine had malfunctioned because the top prize for that game was $99,000. $99,000 isn't bad. The only problem is the casino says it's their policy that a malfunction means no payout whatsoever, even if they have no idea how the machine malfunctioned. Number 2, Pauline Mckee. Everyone agrees that Pauline Mckee, a 90-year-old grandmother from Illinois, was playing the Miss Kitty game at the Isle Casino Hotel Waterloo when she won 185 credits, which is the equivalent to $1.85. What everyone doesn't agree on is the bonus money that was displayed on the screen, telling her she had also won a little over $41 million. Once again, the casino said that machine was malfunctioning and that the display was wrong. After the casino refused to pay Miss Mckee, stating that malfunction voids all pays and plays, she took them to court. During that time, the Iowa Racing and Gaming Commission sent the machine's software and hardware to an independent laboratory for testing. The lab determined that the software program was designed to award bonus payments of up to $10,000. They were not sure how the machine had issued a multi-million bonus message, but determined that the bonus display was not valid. In 2012, MS Mckee sued the casino for breach of contract and consumer fraud, but her suit was finally rejected on April 24, 2015. I had my doubts from the start because that's a lot of money for a penny machine, she said. Number 1, Katrina Bookman. Katrina Bookman has one of the most disappointing and frustrating jackpot stories ever told. Playing the Sphinx Wild slot game at the resort's World Casino in New York, Katrina would win an astonishing $42.9 million. She would take a photo in front of the Sphinx Wild slot game, dubbing her the $42 million selfie. In the photo, you can see a message saying, printing cash ticket, $42,949,672.76. Once the bells went off and the lights started flashing, it started a commotion on the floor as everyone wanted to come see the newest jackpot winner. Members of the staff would whisk Katrina away to a back room where she was reportedly told to come back the next day. Happy to oblige, Katrina went home that night, dreaming of how much money she was going to get and her family. But when she came back the next day, that is when the nightmare started. She was told that the jackpot wasn't legit and the message she saw was an error. You see, the Sphinx Wild jackpot game isn't known for being one of the highest RTP slots out there, nor for its jackpots. With Bookman wagering 40 cents, the jackpot should have been $6,500. With the machine malfunctioning, Katrina was entitled to nothing. What happened next was so disrespectful. Remember earlier when Veronica Castillo was denied her $8.5 million? The casino offered her an $80 ticket and a weekend stay in one of their suites, as well as dining at the casino and free play. What did they offer Katrina Bookman? A free steak dinner. That's right. Katrina went from a $42.9 million jackpot to a $50 steak dinner. What would you do in this situation? Well, Bookman refused the offer and sued the casino. However, the casino maintained its position and stated under the gaming laws in New York, malfunctions void all pays and plays. Knowing that they were in a losing battle, Bookman's lawyer would change direction and ask that the casino at least pay the $6,500, which would have been the jackpot. At the end, Katrina didn't get the $42.9 million or the $6,500, nor the steak dinner. Throughout these stories, the phrase machine malfunction is repeatedly mentioned, followed by the statement, malfunctions void all pays and plays. In each case, the jackpot amount displayed was substantially higher than the maximum payout for that particular machine. For instance, Veronica Castillo's machine had a maximum jackpot of $20,000. not the $8.5 million she believed she had won. This raises the question, would a reasonable person believe they had won such an enormous amount of money on a machine with a much lower maximum payout? Furthermore, should casinos be absolved of all responsibility simply by stating that malfunctions void all pays and plays? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Should casinos be allowed to use machine malfunctions as a reason to deny payouts? Or should they be required to pay out at least the maximum jackpot amount for that particular machine? As players, it's crucial to be aware of these risks and to approach gambling with a clear understanding of the rules and potential pitfalls. But did you know casinos have hidden secrets and tactics they use to keep you gambling? Check out this video where we discuss the tactics they use to keep you spending your money.